Hi, I'm Mystic Rose and welcome to my channel. I am so excited for today's pick a card. It's all about what is the tea on you. But before we get started, I would like to just take a moment to say thank you to RoseForever for sponsoring today's video. And oh my goodness, I have a surprise for you all. So RoseForever sent me this beautiful, huge bouquet of roses. I've got to back up so I can show you this. Look at this magnificent beauty. Alright, so while I'm showing you this huge bouquet, I've got to tell you, they are having some amazing deals for Mother's Day at roseforever.com. I will put the link in my description box below, as well as a code that you can use at the checkout in order to get $25 off from your choice of a bouquet, a beautiful bouquet of roses. What's really cool about these roses is that they are allergen free. They are real roses. Yes, they are real roses, and they are preserved with natural oils. And they come in all different kinds of varieties of boxes. Some are like this one, like, you know, circular shaped, velvet, like black velvet. I love this one personally, but they have so many to choose from. And you can get the roses in like red, pink, they have light pink, like this very beautiful royal blue color, white, even black. So it's just whatever you prefer. And yeah, the coupon code for the $25 off at checkout is good for 30 days from the release of this video. So definitely, you know, check that out and take advantage of it. But yeah, they just smell so good. And they last for a whole year, a whole entire year. And I just love this. So thank you, RoseForever. And look at this. Check out this beauty. They even have, like, I think I showed you guys before the clear box that I got with the roses. I keep my gemstones in it. And my astro dice, I keep all my goodies in it, and I love that. I use it every day. So thank you, RoseForever, for that. And what a wonderful gift for someone that you love. So check out RoseForever. The link for that, once again, is in my description box below, as well as a code. Use Mystic Rose 25 at the checkout in order to receive $25 off from your purchase. All right, so now let's go ahead and talk a little bit about today's pick a card, which is what is the tea on you. There will be 3 different piles, and what you're going to do is to choose the one that really kind of jumps out at you. You can choose more than one as well if you'd like to choose more than one pile, because maybe there's multiple messages for you. So if you're drawn to more than one pile, definitely be sure to check out however many you're drawn to. You can choose with gemstones or images. All right, and thank you so much to my YouTube family for helping me to recently reach 10,000 subscribers. I'm so happy and I'm so humbled by all of your love and support. Thank you so much. Let's go ahead and get started with today's pick a card. What is the tea on you? Hello and welcome to your tarot pick a card reading. Today's topic is, what is the tea on you? Or in other words, what is the latest gossip about you? What are people saying about you behind your back? So this is always just fun information to have. I'm always a curious person and I like to know this kind of thing. So if you do too, you're in the right place. Now you can choose with images or gemstones. If you are drawn to more than one pile, go ahead and choose more than one pile. Okay, so for pile 1, we've got image 1 or Argonite. For pile number 2, we've got Image 2 or Clear Crystal Quartz. For pile number 3, we've got Red Jasper or Image 3. So go ahead and think about it. If you need more time, you can pause the video, but if you're ready, let's go ahead and get started with today's pick a card, all about what's the tea on you. Hello and welcome. So if you chose Image 1 or Argonite, you are at the right place for today's reading. All about what is the tea on you, or in other words, what is the gossip about you. So I will start by saying a little prayer to Spirit and cleansing the space. Spirit, please be here now with me. Please help me to deliver clear, concise, and accurate messages to pile number 1. All about what is the tea on them, or in other words, Spirit, what are people saying about them behind their back? What is the latest gossip? Spirit, please speak through me. Thank you. All right. I will be using the Everyday Witch Tarot. I will be using some channeled message cards. I will also be using the Coffee Cup Oracle by Amira Celon. These were gifted to me by Amira herself, so thank you for the gift, Amira. I am enjoying these, and I will put a link to the Amazon link where you can purchase a deck for yourself if you're interested. I'm also going to be using the Oracle of Shadows and Light by Lucy Cavendish. Alright, so Spirit, what is the juicy tea or gossip about my pile number 1? What is the juicy tea or gossip about my pile number 1, Spirit? We've got the Page of Swords in reverse. Okay. Wonder what that's about. We got the Strength card in reverse. The Hanged Man in reverse. The Seven of Swords. The Eight of Cups. The Emperor in reverse. The Temperance card in reverse. And the Ten of Swords. Also the Two of Swords at the bottom of the deck. Interesting. Very interesting. Okay. Let me take a look at these cards and see what the gossip is about you. Now, just because people are talking about this stuff doesn't make it true, but this is what people are saying about you. They're saying that you are out of balance. You're not acting right. Okay. They're saying that they're talking about how you're like in a lot of pain, or like you just went through something, and somebody might have betrayed you. Okay, they're talking about how you walked away from somebody who, this could have even been like a friend or a family member or a loved one that you walked away from. This person, I feel, was very controlling, and you really, you know, if you did walk away from this person, you had a good reason. This person liked to try to diminish you. And people are talking about this, that you are standing up for yourself, that you are walking away from somebody here with the Eight of Cups. They're also saying that, like, because you walked away, you seem like you're out of balance. Maybe you're doubting your, did you make the right decision? People are wondering if you're being a little defensive, hypersensitive. They think that you're being hypersensitive, and they think it's because you were upset by this person. This could be a Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius. I also sense Leo vibes here. And also I'm seeing Pisces energy here. And Sagittarius. So lots of things here. Aries as well is coming out. So there's somebody with those signs, okay, who is currently, people think, they're talking about how, like, you have somebody on your mind, and like you don't know if you made the right decision, or, you know, they don't know if you made the right decision. Like, some people are talking like, was it your fault or was it their fault? Like, who betrayed who, you know? Like, if this is a toxic family member or a toxic relationship or something, and you just recently like walked away, other people are like, damn, pile one is savage. Like, they're like, they're like wondering, even though it's really none of their business, but they're like wondering, does he or she, do they regret it? Is it their fault? They're talking about it. My goodness. All right, let's see what else. What else is the tea here? What else are people saying, Spirit, about this? Ooh, we've got flowers, romance. If you have a new love in your life, people are talking about that. They're trying to make your romance their business. So, like, if you have a new love, they're talking about this. Ooh, I've got cards shooting out. If this was about romance, they're saying how, you know, they might be saying how you and this person are getting along. They want to know, people are talking like, I wonder how they're getting along in their relationship. You know what I mean? Because, like, pile number one just cuts people off. Well, heck yeah, you do, when people don't treat you right. But I think other people get really sensitive about this sometimes. And they don't realize that you're just taking care of yourself. There could be like an, this could be your mother, old woman, that is like gossiping about you, okay? They're saying that, like, whoa, for some of you, people are, I can't talk, gossiping, saying that you cut off your mother, or you don't talk to your mother anymore, and she's sad. That's what some people are saying. But maybe what they don't know is the situation that this person was toxic for you. People are wondering about you. They're talking about you. If you're a female watching this, if they're wondering, like, currently wondering if you are hiding a pregnancy, could be that. Or it could be wondering if you're hiding your fears. All right. So are you afraid? They want to know. They talk about it like, they almost talk about how you're like, you act fearless, but is it a cover-up? Okay. Is it a cover-up? Yeah, they're talking about your romance. We've got groom here, your husband, if you're married. They could be talking about your husband or your wife and saying like, oh, you know, are they happy with their marriage or with their, you know, with their relationship? They're saying how you've changed with the scarab. That's all about transformation. So yeah, they're saying how much you've changed. And like people are saying, I don't even recognize this person anymore, like the way they act. I just heard like some people think you might be heartless because they don't have all the information. What else, Spirit? They just don't have all the information and they get nosy as hell. Alright, so what else are people gossiping about my pile number 1, Spirit? Angel of Time. Working too hard. Some people are gossiping saying that, you know, maybe you're working too hard. Maybe you're just stressed out, you know. Maybe you need a little break. Snow Angel. The signs are with you already. Some people are saying you're very intuitive, but some people think that you're a know-it-all almost, because sometimes your intuition is so spot on, and sometimes people think that you're a know-it-all and that you have an attitude. Wow, as if. Guidance, but where will it lead you? Sea Beacon Fairy. Okay, so people are being a smartass and they're saying that you have all this intuition, but yet you can't find your way. That's what people are saying. Boy, these people are really negative. Yeah, what some people are saying is that you're so intuitive, but that you can't even find your own way, or like, you know what I mean? Like, I think these are really jealous people. What I'm sensing here is that you are very gifted and that you could be working hard on your psychic gifts. And what this is like jealous friends or jealous family members or whatever, whoever, that see you're truly talented in this. Like, seriously. And you've been developing these things, and it's quite an intimidation factor, you know, that you have. It's quite intimidating. What you've transformed into, because we have the transformation after all, and you've changed. And it's like some of your friends or like whoever this is, family members, think that you think you're above them or above everyone else. Like they just totally misunderstand you. And yeah, they kind of tend to think that you think that you're above everybody. All right, so all right, Spirit, what else do you want to add to this conversation about the gossip that's going on about my pile 1 behind their back? You play hard to get. Okay, some of your friends or family members are saying that you're hard to get a hold of lately. You're in your own little world. I'm seeing like the Hermit card in my mind, in my mind's eye. Like you're too busy, or like you're too good to be hanging out with your friends. I don't know. I know that's not how you feel, but like that's how some people are viewing you right now and gossiping. Basically, shit talking. What else, Spirit? Attention seeking. Okay, these are definitely like people that are jealous of you. Saying that like you think you're better than everybody. You're seeking attention. You could be gaining some popularity here, and there might be jealousy about that because you're on your way to fame, or being well known in some kind of maybe esoteric community or something for your psychic giftedness, because you have a lot of gifts here. Like I'm sensing like the healing touch, just like intuitively, the clairs, several clairs, like clairaudience, claircognizance, clairvoyance. And these clairs, you can even develop them even more. That's what Spirit is saying. Oh goodness. Some people are saying you're a flirt. You're flirtatious. You're using your sexuality to get ahead or to get likes or followers if you're like on YouTube or Instagram or TikTok or something like that. They're saying that you're flirting. Some of them, they might even think that you flirt with like just everybody and anybody just to get your way. Oh goodness. They think you're easy to get into bed. So these are very jealous people. Wow. Pile 1, you got some major haters around you that are saying like that you're easy to get into bed, or that you look like that because you're flirting with everybody. I feel like you stand out though, and that's why you got so many people jealous of you. You could even have like blue hair or color in your hair. This could be something like an alternative look that you've got here that makes you stand out. You don't exactly look like the girl next door for a lot of you, Pile 1. You kind of look like bewitching, very alternative. Your eyes are like, you have like very wide open eyes. It makes you look almost like seductive, alluring, and almost like Audrey Hepburn type of eyes, you know, with like the, you could like to wear eyeliner on your bottom lid and top lid that just kind of makes your eyes just pop, okay, and makes them look, and you have big eyes, so you look like you kind of like look glamorous. You can glamorize people in general, not just men or not just women, but like people in general. You can glamorize them. Oh my gosh, are you kidding me? Out of all these cards and that came out, yeah, I feel like this is true. You could have a witchy vibe or a witchy aesthetic, you know, or alternative. Maybe you like astrology, tarot, that kind of thing, and it shows. And people are talking about this too, like, oh, they're witchy, or they wonder how far deep you are into it. If you are into it, like people are talking about this because you have a very like interesting aesthetic about you. Maybe you like spiritual symbols, or you have a tattoo. You could have like a tattoo of a yin yang, or like a tattoo of like something that kind of is like a spiritual thing, maybe like an Om sign or something like that. Some kind of spiritual tattoo with symbols. Your body might be marked up with symbols. You could have a sleeve or something. You know what I mean? Like a tattoo sleeve. Anyways, you have a very alternative look and people assume shit about you. And it may or may not even be true, but people are talking. Okay, people will always talk, especially if you're interesting. Alright, what else are people saying? They talk about your style and you freaking stand out. What did I just say? What did I just say? Spirit is really on a roll tonight. See? I can't believe this. And I can't make this shit up. People are talking about your style. The way that you look. You might have gotten a bold, brand new, bold, brave haircut. Or new color added into your hair. Like I said, it could even be blue. Like, because I'm seeing this girl here and that keeps standing out to me. And, I think you look great, but some people are super jealous and they're intrigued by it too. And the intrigue sort of gets their wheels turning in their head. And they're like, okay, how far deep are they into this, you know, aesthetic here? Like, how alternative are they? They could even be thinking, like, this is what Spirit just told me too. Because I am hearing Spirit whispering, and Spirit says that people are talking about you, wondering if you have like a little bit of depression, or if you have regret about letting whoever you let go. They're wondering if it caused you depression, because they don't know if you're happy. Maybe you don't like smile all the time. Maybe you look very serious because you're a thinker. You could go into thought, be deep in thought. And somebody could accuse you of having a resting bitch face, or like being pissed off, and you're really not. You're just thinking, okay? That's what's really coming through here. Anything else, Spirit? You're protected. People's karma boomerangs back to them fast. People are talking about that. So you've got some nasty people around you in your circle that basically try to send you bad stuff, evil eye and that kind of thing out of jealousy. Maybe they're not even trying to do it on purpose, okay? Some of them might not be. But it's like whatever bad things people like put on you comes back and boomerangs back at them. And they may be thinking about this and talking about this, like, why does it almost seem like the minute they have a negative thought about you, like it comes back at them, something bad happens, like they get a flat tire or their car, something goes wrong with their car, or they get in a little fender bender, or like their power goes out, or like, you know what I mean? Like something sort of ominous happens and they're like, they start to wonder after a while, like, what's causing this? I feel like they're kind of like paranoid. These people have paranoia, but you get people, these are some people in your circle, okay, that are kind of wondering like why it's coming back on them when they're thinking about you or sending you bad vibes. Something always like happens right away. Interesting. Some people think that you're talking about them, okay? These people in your circle or whatever, they may think that you're a gossip and that you're talking about them, okay? So they may say, they may be gossiping about you, gossiping about them. Because I just heard too from Spirit that they think that you're like leaking information about them or like telling other people their secrets. And it also people accuse you of being very secretive and like not talking about your feelings, and people are wondering what you're feeling right now because you're not really going around telling people anything. Also, people are saying they can't pin you down, like your friends or whatever, or like even people just that want to hang out with you can't pin you down. We've got the wanderer vibes here. Like you're very hard, like hard to play, or playing hard to get. These kind of go hand in hand. You're hard to get a hold of lately. That's what people are saying. People that want to hang out with you can't, and they almost think like they get all these reasons in their head for it, and then they start talking. And these people too may have like I said, paranoia or some kind of mental issues. Yeah, you cut people out and they're talking about that. They're saying pile one broke up with their boyfriend, or pile one broke up with their girlfriend, or pile one walked away from their family, you know, or whatever. And they're talking about this. People are talking about how you cut these people out, or you could have cut one of your friends out, or so-called friends out. You could have been in like a friend group and one of them had to go, or a few had to go. But you've had to cut some people out lately, and people are talking about this. They're wondering why you did this. They think that you are jealous. Like they think that maybe the reason you cut out, if you cut out one of these friends, they think that maybe you were jealous of this friend. They're saying that, I mean, that's the gossip in this little friend group. If you had a friend group, if you cut one of the friends out, the rest of the friends are saying that you were jealous of this person. Wow. Okay. So sounds like they're not being very nice or on your side. Whoa. You're very spiritual. People are saying that you're very spiritual, but like I said, like they wonder what your intentions are. They know you're close to God because you have like, when that says close to God, what that means is like your intuition is sharp. But I feel like your intuition scares some people because it's like sometimes eerily accurate. And they're like, okay, why is this person so eerily accurate? Like, are they almost like specially favored? You know what I mean? Or like, or what are they doing? Like they get suspicious of how your intuition is so spot on and stuff like that. But yeah, you're speaking your truth, and people are talking about this, how like when you do speak, you don't mince words, and you say what you mean, and you mean what you say, and you speak your truth. And sometimes your truth is a little bit too hard for some people to handle, but at least you're speaking your truth and you're being authentic to who you are. And if people don't like you, then they don't have to like you. And at the end of the day, you're going to know who your real friends are, and who's, you know, who's with you, and who stands with you and who's not with you. You don't want the people next to you who don't believe in you anyways. And I feel like you were intuitive enough to know this before this reading even. So it's like, you know who you can trust and who you can't trust, because your intuition is spot on. Very interesting. I would say if you don't have a deck of tarot cards, you should definitely get a deck of tarot cards, because you have a real talent for this. Just like naturally, that's what Spirit is showing me. We've got 3, 4, and 40. 3 and 4, 34 could be, that could be how old you are, or some kind of important number to you, or 43 or 40 years old, or even 4 plus 3 is 7, so 7, or the month of July, could be significant for you. Maybe you or one of these people was born in July, or is a Gemini too. That just came up, a Gemini. I know that's June, but let's see, we've got June 21st to July 2nd is Cancer, and Gemini is May 20th to June 21st. So, but I distinctly heard Gemini in my mind. All right, now I'm gonna do some charms. All right, so Spirit, what else are people gossiping or saying about my pile number 1? Ooh, they're saying that, whoa, that's funny, that just popped right off. They're saying that this came out upside down. They might be saying that you lost your faith, or you don't go to church anymore, and some people are concerned about that. That could be family members. They're saying that you're off your path, you're lost or whatever. That you need to find the key to your happiness, and that they've seen you change. But some people have seen you change for the better, but some people are not in your corner, and they've seen you change for what they think is the worst. And some say they're concerned, but I don't feel it's genuine concern, if that makes sense. Any other things, Spirit, that you want to add to this? Another key. What's this? Oh, it's like a mermaid. You're magical. You're just naturally magical. You probably were a magical child. You probably always believed in magic, and you still do. And maybe you like believe in or like fantasy. Maybe you like fantasy books about like gnomes and fairies and elves and mermaids and unicorns and that kind of stuff, or Lord of the Rings, or, you know, J.R.R. Tolkien, or any of those interesting fantasy types of novels or whatever, movies. Thanks so much, Pile 1, for being here. I just wanted to say that I believe in the goodness in you, and even if some people in your inner circle or outer circle are not on your side, I'm on your side, and know that You know, you gotta stay authentic to who you are. Be who you are, and don't be ashamed about it. Be you, unabashed. And I feel like that's what you're doing. You know who you are, and you've cut out some people lately, and those people had to go. And I am actually very proud of you for doing that, because that can be very hard. Very, very hard. So you're doing a good job. Keep up the good work. Keep being you. Keep growing. And never compromise who you are to please someone else, okay? Love y'all so much. If you would like a personal reading, do be sure to check out my description box for more information on how you can obtain a personal reading with me. If you'd like to donate to my channel, it's never expected but always appreciated, and you can find information in my description box on how you can donate to my channel as well. And don't forget to check out RoseForever to get your $25 off your bouquet of choice at the link provided in the description box below. My love to you all. Stay beautiful. Bye-bye. Hello and welcome to pile number 2. So if you chose this clear crystal quartz or image 2, you're in the right place. So today we're going to be taking a deep dive into the gossip about you. So this is not for the faint of heart. It's just a warning. It might be negative, or it might not be in the most positive light. It's just what other people are saying. Maybe it will be. Maybe it'll all be positive. I don't know, because I haven't begun this reading yet. So let's go ahead and get started with a prayer, okay, to Spirit. Spirit, please be here now with me. Help me to deliver clear, concise, and accurate messages about my pile number 2. And what are people saying about them? Behind their back, what is the latest gossip about them, Spirit? Please speak through me, Spirit. Thank you. All right, so I will start with the Everyday Witch. And then I will go into Amira Celon's Coffee Cup Oracle. If you're interested in this, I'll put a link. It's an Amazon link in my description box below. You can just go there and purchase a deck. I'm also going to be using the Oracle of Shadows and Light, as well as some channeled message cards. All right, and also some charms at the end of the reading. All right, so Spirit, what's the latest gossip on my pile 2? What are people saying about pile 2? And let me just light a little bit of sage as well, just to extra clear the spot, because I do a lot of readings here and I don't want the energies to mix. Okay. What are people saying behind number 2's back? Pile number 2's back. What are people saying? What's the gossip? Good gossip, negative gossip, whatever you want to bring through, Spirit. What are people saying? The Fool, the Seven of Wands, the Knight of Wands, the Nine of Swords, the Nine of Wands, the Page of Wands, Seven of Cups, the Ace of Cups, and the Page of Swords. People are talking about your sex appeal for sure. That you're like very sexy. Something is standing out about you. That just jumped out at me. The Page of Swords right there. But they're also talking about what you're doing online. Some of you are doing something important online, and that is just like standing out. Whatever it is, it could be like you're starting a new channel for yourself on YouTube, or a small business online, or I just heard e-commerce. I don't even know what the heck that means. But that's what Spirit just said. What else, Spirit? Of course, TikTok. Instagram, or any of those social influencer types of platforms. You could be seriously doing something online that's exciting and new, and people are definitely gossiping about this and checking you out. People are going to also your social media, like your Facebook or whatever, checking you out, looking at pictures of you. You look very serious, like you're on a mission to do something, trying new things. You know, you're venturing down a new road that you probably haven't, you know, done before, and you're looking great doing it. People are saying that you look like you have a lot of options when it comes to love, and people are also saying you're quite a heartbreaker with that Nine of Swords there. People are saying that when it comes to love, you're quite the heartbreaker. You're very attractive. Many people talk about how you must be a heartbreaker because you're very, like, just gorgeous, and you carry yourself with a lot of confidence. And so they say you must have a lot of options. You could be a Leo, Sagittarius, or Aries. We've got a lot of wands here. Fire sign energy. We've got the Page and the Knight. We even have the Seven of Wands and the Nine of Wands. So people are saying, though, that, like, because you've started this online thing, they're seeing less and less of you. You're very busy. Also, they think that you might have a guard up, or, like, be extra cautious as to who you let in your circle lately. Okay. And hypersensitive. They think that you're hypersensitive in love and friendships, and even family matters. Look, okay, I'm gonna draw one more card. What is this about, Spirit? Because we've got this Leo, Sagittarius, Aries here, and the Seven of Cups together. So why is this here like this combined, Spirit? They're saying that maybe they're talking about how you're single right now. They can't believe you're single. For some of you, you have a lot of options to you. You might have recently gotten out of a relationship or something like that. That's not going to be for everybody, but for some of you, you just got out of a relationship, and they're saying that you're a heartbreaker. Wondering if they can put the blame on you or this other person. Interesting. As if it's any of their damn business, right? Some people think everything's their business. They got to talk about it. Wow, these flew out. Some people think you're a shark. If you just broke up with somebody, they think that you were the one. You were the instigator. You're the heartbreaker. Control and change. They see, like, the changes that you've made. They think that you wanted freedom. Success and pride. They might be saying that you act like a queen or something, or you expect to be treated like a queen and all that. Which I feel like they strongly misjudge you. Somebody has something they want to say to you. Somebody's just holding back, coming forward to you and telling you what they really want to say to you. Somebody thinks that you were if you ended a relationship recently in the area of love and romance, people think it's because you changed, and they're wondering why you wanted free. Okay, so they're talking about this relationship. They might be saying how, like, this person was loyal, this other person was faithful, and you just wanted your freedom. I don't think this person fully understands the situation. Okay, but yeah, people are saying that, like, because you're so beautiful, people think that they assume that you might have won a lot of, like, pageants as a kid, or like talent shows and stuff like that, and that it went to your head. That's what they think, even if it's not true. Even if it's not true, people think or assume that about you, that you must have been in a lot of pageants or contests, and that you must have won because you're all that. Basically, you're all that and a bag of chips. All right, that's what I heard. Aloha healing. All right, Amara the Manahune. Aloha healing. People are saying that you need healing right now. They may be talking about this. You could be 19 years old, because I do see 19 there, or something significant with the 19th. Yeah, people are saying that, like, this is definitely about, if you broke up with somebody, people are definitely talking about this breakup and how, you know, you changed and, like, you just want to be free of a certain type of people, and, like, you just, I don't know, people are, like, talking about this. They're saying that, like, you need to heal, and some people are worried about you, okay? This could be people in your friend group that are worried about you, or people in your family that are worried about you. Because they think you look sad lately. Death in the Maiden. Invasion, boundaries, violated, dominance. They might wonder if you were in, like, a controlling relationship. Some people might be talking about that for some of you, that you were in a controlling relationship, or possibly wondering if your boundaries were violated, and if that's why, like, they're nosy. They want to know why you broke up with this person, if you did, or why you ended this relationship. Because there definitely was some kind of end here. They think that you look kind of sad, like I said, or almost hopeless here, because this says don't lose hope. So somebody is talking about how you look like you lost hope, or they're concerned about you and your happiness, okay? And then we've got the powerful energy shift. Eclipse Mermaid, powerful energy shift. People are talking about how they just want you to shift your energies into something more lighter and positive. Some people are very concerned about you. Let's find out a little bit more about why they're concerned. Why are they so concerned? I just heard they think that you're too, they're talking about how you're too picky, or you've got high standards, which there's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with being picky or having high standards. So these are people that do not understand you or the situation. What else, Spirit? Page of Cups, upside down. They think that you are upside down about this. They think that you are topsy-turvy over this. People are definitely concerned about this because you walked away from somebody. Yeah, 8 of Cups. You definitely walked away from somebody, and people are wondering, like, are you okay? You know, like, they're wondering like why you did it, and a lot of people are just talking of it, being nosy about it. Queen of Swords is upside down, so these could be people that are friends that are talking, or like this could even be your mother that's worried about you, okay? Somebody who's an older person, older than you. Queen of Swords could definitely be like a mother figure to you, though. People are worried that you're not spending time on your hobbies like you used to, or that you're in a depression. They wonder about if you're happy or not, because they think that you have those walls up. All right, what else are people thinking? Yeah, they think you're sad, but they also wonder why you ended it with that person. All right, so what else are people thinking, Spirit? You have a lot of charisma, for sure. People are thinking about that. Like, you have a way with people, but you're distant right now for some reason, and they don't know why you're distant, so they're curious about why you're so distant. You don't like people prying into your business. I don't blame you. They're talking about how you don't like people prying into your business, but yet they want to pry into your business and ask you how you're doing. You're receiving good karma because you're helping others out. That's just something Spirit wanted to share. You have a lot of contradictions. People think that you're a contradiction. So they see you as like somebody who's one way, like, and then a different way on a different day. So like kind of Gemini natures. I'm thinking of like the Gemini twins. They may think that you're like a contradiction to yourself, like that you say one thing and then you do something and then the next day you change your mind. Like, they think that you change your mind a lot. People are talking about that. They may think that like the person you walked away from, that you made a hasty decision to cut this person off, and they talk about and wonder if you're gonna like take this person back or whatever. All this stuff is like totally none of their business. You won't engage in the drama. You don't want the drama. And they're talking about this too. They're like, oh, they try to rope you in, but you don't want to talk about the drama. You don't want to talk about anything. For some of you, you could be destined for fame and there's people jealous about you. Like, if you are online, if you have started something online, some kind of online business like YouTube, I was saying this in the beginning too. If you have started that, people are watching you online. I started the reading out with those cards, with this one. People are watching you online. If you have started something online, people think you're destined for fame. They're talking about this too. They want to know your business. They want to know your secret to your success. They're definitely watching on you, or watching you on there, on your social media. And they think that you're destined for fame. Some people are seriously like talking about this, that you're destined for fame. They think you have high boundaries, really, really high boundaries, and that they're talking about your high boundaries, and that you have walls up, and that you won't just let anybody in to your circle. You're picky. There's nothing wrong with that. Some people are wondering, are you pregnant? Yeah, they might be wondering if you're pregnant with somebody's baby. That's only going to be for like some of you out there, not for everybody. Some people are saying that you're very overly offended. You get offended very easily. Some people are saying you're savage because you cut somebody off. Celebrity vibes, see? What did I tell you? I think that some people think that you're going to become famous. And they're jealous of this. And so they're talking about this. They're talking shit about you, saying whatever they can. Because they're jealous and they know you have a lot of options in love and romance. So that's why they're talking about your romantic life and all that. Wondering if you're happy, this, that, and the other. You could have a bold new hairstyle. Yeah, you're picky with who your friends are, but you have to be, because you don't want people that are nasty in your circle, which I totally can understand. Some people are saying you worry too much, and they're worried that you don't look happy, that you look worried. You have a worried look on your face. Or some people think you might be having money issues right now. They're like wondering, they're like, why doesn't she look happy? Or why doesn't he look happy? Are they having money issues? Are they having romance problems? Are they sorry they cut so-and-so off? It's like, gosh, shut the heck up, people. People love to talk, though. You are very artistic and creative. Whatever you're doing, keep doing it, because whatever you're creating, like online or creating in your personal time, it's really beautiful, and it can really have the potential to make a lot of money for yourself. What else, Spirit? You almost have like angelic type of vibes about you. like Earth Angel types of vibes, where like you could have come from a dysfunctional home when you were little or something, or been surrounded by a bunch of crappy people. But like an Earth Angel, you know, a lot of times Earth Angels have that kind of bad circumstances in their life. You could really relate to like Earth Angel vibes, okay? Or light worker. You could be a light worker. That's what Spirit is telling me. That's very strong coming through. Like Starseed, Earth Angel, Empath. Yeah. And this is one of the reasons you get so many haters. And you're very misunderstood, and maybe you feel like an outsider. But you're very wise. A lot of people appreciate your advice, the fact you have a good head on your shoulders, you have a lot of experience. But some people say you're offensive. Like, some people are offended by you because, like, you either don't have time for them, or they think that you know it all, or something. Like, some people are offended by you because I really think they're taking everything too personally because they're jealous of you. Honestly, that's what I'm really picking up here. Yeah, some people say that, I got two here stuck together. You're powerful and you have old soul vibes. They're kind of like intimidated by you because of your old soul vibes or because of your power. Like, you seem to be very powerful. As a person, you have a strong personality, and you've had a huge recent glow up, and people are astonished by this glow up. It's like, I just heard brazen and bold. Like, it could be a bold new look for you, you know, something you've never done before, or something you're just being true to yourself. You're just a natural beauty. Whether you're a male or a female, you're just naturally very beautiful. Just in your element, you look great naturally. And even like your body language can be intimidating for some people. They just don't get it. They don't get it. They don't understand. They look at you and they think that how or why were you so blessed with good looks? And I feel like in your circle of people, you don't have people that are as attractive as you. Maybe you were like always had friends that were like a little bit less attractive than you or something like that. Just because those are the nice, or what you thought was nice types of people. You know what I mean? And you've always been really the very attractive one in the friend group. That's what I'm really sensing, is that like you have this attractiveness. It's a beauty within that shines through your eyes and shines out. It's because of these Earth Angel vibes that you have. You have this inner beauty that really radiates out. And when you're like standing next to other people, you really shine. And it's like people, you may see all eyes on you. That's why. It's not just your looks. It's like your energy, you know, and you're emitting this energy. You're also a channel. I'm hearing from Spirit that you can channel Spirit. So definitely look into that. If you don't know how to do that, check into that, because you are, you have like a natural gift for it. Yeah, I'm also hearing too that people are jealous of you because, and they get possessive of you. Oh wow, Spirit just told me that people get possessive of you. You may have friends that get very possessive of you, and they just want all your time and all your energy, and if you don't give it to them, then they start rumors, or they start like backing away from you, or start like talking shit about you with other friends that are in your friend group, or like other people that you know. This could even be going on in your family. Okay, so yeah. All right, I'm gonna move into the charms now. All right, so Spirit, what else can you tell us in order to add to this conversation? Like, why are people, or what are people saying? I was gonna say, why are people jealous of my pile too? You got a lot of people that are jealous of you for sure. But no, what are people saying about my pile 2 behind their back? What are people saying about my pile two behind their back? Ooh. Some people are saying that maybe you have a criminal record or you went to jail or something like that. Or that maybe you're somebody you were involved with or somebody that you know was in jail. We got the handcuffs or was arrested. I'm even hearing DUI. Interesting. Yeah, look at the car on its side. Some of you, you might have people wondering if like, you like got a DUI or if somebody you knew got a DUI. They may be talking about that. Or like got arrested while you were driving. That is very specific. Some people think that, yeah, you're depressed right now because this angel came upside down, kind of came out upside down. Some people might think that you're upside down, you're topsy-turvy right now. But yeah, they think that you have real star potential here, star qualities, because we got the star. Yeah, the star came out. So they do see that you're a star, and that makes a lot of people very jealous. The growth here came out thwarted. So people think that some people are talking about how you're not growing or whatever. It's like, these are the jealous people here again, because it came out upside down. If it was right side up, I would say they're saying about how much you've grown, but it came out upside down. So that means people are saying that you're not growing and stuff. I do feel like it's a mix though, because this one is right side up. So you've got some people cheerleading for you, saying you are growing, you are getting better. You've got some good friends and some good family in your circle, but some very toxic ones here that are fake friends. But the ones that really, really nurture the love that you have for them, they think you're a star and they're proud of you. They know that you have the keys to answer, the ability to answer your own problems, and you will figure things out, because we got the key and the axe, which is all about working on yourself, self-growth. They know that you can do it. It's just going to take time. Maybe some of you have to get back on your feet. All right, there's that crown again. So many people think that, you're very pretty or beautiful, or like, pageant winner, queen, or that you just, some people would take this as that you think you're better, but, yeah, you are really, I just heard like, you are really a head above the rest in a lot of ways. You're very heavily protected here with the dragonfly. Spirit just wants you to know that. And this is the feather. You could have lost a loved one. Maybe people are talking about that, how you lost a loved one. And maybe that was recently that you lost a loved one. But know that if you did, that loved one is with you. This is a sign. And you may be finding feathers on the ground. Let that be a sign. Maybe you play a musical instrument, or you usually like to sing, but you haven't been doing that lately, and people are talking about that too, how you aren't doing your hobbies right now, and that they're worried about you. All right, my pile number 2. This has been very insightful, very interesting. Just know that the things people say about you don't define you, and it doesn't make it true. And you should always take what you like and leave the rest, but know that, you are awesome, and none of us are perfect, and we're all working on our goals, our lessons in life, and there are no exceptions. If you're here on this earth plane, you've got things to learn, and I would say too, claim your divinity, because you're very special, connected to the divine, and with those earth angel vibes, remember who you are. I just had to say that. Remember who you are. And if you are battling with depression right now or anxiety, know that you're not alone. Your angels and guides are with you, and you're never ever alone. And things will always get better. And also, I'm hearing some encouragement from Spirit saying, don't give up. and know your worth, okay? That's what Spirit wanted to say to you. Anyways, Pile 2, I love you very much, and thanks so much for watching today. If you'd like a personal reading with me, check out my description box below for more information about how you can obtain a personal reading with me. If you liked and enjoyed this video and you'd like to donate to my channel, it's never expected, but always appreciated. And you can even check out my description box below for more information on how to do that. Thanks again, and also feel free to watch any of the other piles if you were drawn to any of the other piles. Stay beautiful, Pile 2. Bye. Hello, my pile number 3. So welcome, and if you chose image 3 or red jasper, you are in the right place for your reading today, which is called What is the Tea on You? What are people saying about you behind your back? So this should be very in-depth, and just remember, it can't always be positive. There might be some negative things as well. And also, if you're drawn to more than one pile, feel free to, listen to as many as you'd like. All right, so I will be using some channeled message cards, the Everyday Witch deck, as well as the Amira Celon Coffee Cup Oracle deck, which was gifted to me by Celon Amira herself. So if you're interested in purchasing a deck for yourself, I will put the Amazon link in my description box below. I'm also going to be using some charms today for this reading at the very end, and I will be using the Shadows and Light Oracle, so that should be fun. And let's go ahead and find out what the tea is on you if you are ready. Spirit, please be here now with me. Help me to deliver the messages that are clear, concise, and accurate to my pile 3. All about what is the tea on them, Spirit, or in other words, Spirit, what are people saying about them behind their back? And please speak through me, Spirit. Thank you. All right, so what are people saying about my pile number 3 behind their back? What is the latest gossip on my pile number 3, Spirit? Whoa, okay, that came out. We've got the 7 of Cups, the 6 of Wands, the 8 of Pentacles, the 8 of Swords, but it's in reverse, the Queen of Cups, the 10 of Cups, the King of Cups, the 7 of Swords in reverse, 3 of Pentacles in reverse, and the Judgment. Okay. At the bottom of the deck, we've got the Justice card, which stands for Libra. You could have Libra in your chart. All right. I'm kind of running out of room here. I'm going to put this here. Okay. So let me just take a look at these cards and I'll tell you what's going on here. People are talking about how you're really working on yourself lately and you're getting a lot of accolades, a lot of, praise. People are very proud of you. Look at all these people clapping. They're saying that you're the type of person that people can really come to for help, for basically great advice. And if they want to be nurtured, because you're a real caretaker, you could be in the medical field or be in a helping profession. People are also saying that, talking about how you're, it seems like here, like you do have a strong sense of intuition about you. Even if it's just like that, well, kind of like intuition that we all sort of have, like you get those nudges and stuff. And usually they're right. People are talking about your home life. You seem happy. You seem like you have a happy home life. You seem to have everything that a lot of people want. And also some people are a little jealous. They're saying that it comes easy to you. That you want, anything you want is at your fingertips, and that you could be very wealthy. And so people are talking about you, saying that that you almost seem to have it all. Also, people are saying that, like, you're over a certain situation that happened in the past. You might have had like a difficult situation, but you were able to overcome it. And many people are proud of you for the fact that you were able to overcome it. And the Three of Pentacles talks about like being able to sell your skills to others, or to, sometimes it talks about like being on a pedestal or whatever. This came out in reverse, so I'm gonna have to get more information on that. Some people are talking about how in the past you were deceived by somebody with the Seven of Swords, but that it's a thing of the past and that you were able to overcome it by like putting in a lot of self-work. Okay, you put in the time to get over it, and now it's like you have so many blessings in your life, people think, because you got things coming easy to you, lots of praise. A lot of people give you compliments behind your back, actually. You could be into music. You could be a very beautiful singer, and it's like people are talking about how when you sing or you play music, you're very soulful and your emotions really come out in your music, and it touches people in a really huge way. It's very, very positive. So why is, and the Justice is here. Some people are talking about maybe, maybe a legal battle that you had. Okay. For some of you, there was maybe a situation that, and this could have even been a work situation or a lawsuit or something. And people are talking about how you conquered it. You won. People are talking about how you won a lawsuit. Okay, for some of you. And if you didn't have anything like that, then what this means for you is that people are saying that you're very fair and that you like to avoid drama at all costs. All right. And that you've really learned a lot of lessons. Some of you have learned lessons the really hard way, but you've learned your lessons and you're an overcomer. And also I just heard you are some people are saying how you're an overachiever. Some people are saying that you're kind of like, they think that you might be a little showy, or pretentious. But I think these are just people that wish that they had your life, to be quite honest and frank about it. All right, so Spirit, what else are, wow, Bride. I didn't even get a chance to actually finish the question and that came out. I was going to say, what else are people saying about my pile 3? It looks like some of you are engaged to get married. People are talking about this, or they're talking about what a beautiful bride you made at a wedding. Maybe you were a bride recently and people were saying what a beautiful bride you were. Like if you just got married, people are talking about it. Yeah, people, this fell out on the floor. People are talking about your love, or maybe you have this new love, or your love life is perfect. It almost seems like things are going so well for you. Oh my gosh, another card fell. We got the ship here. That can be about relationships, but it can also be about like traveling. Maybe you travel for work and people talk about this, how your life is very interesting because they're talking about how maybe you've traveled overseas, or you've traveled different places. They're saying how you've really changed, you know, but a lot of people think it's really for the best. You seem to have positive people around you, pile 3, which is good. Groom, we got the bride and the groom. Yeah. People are definitely talking about your relationship. What a blessing this is to you. You could have a very handsome husband, very beautiful wife, something like that. Very, very, like your pride and joy. There's something here about an old woman. I don't know who this could be. Sadness, or an older woman. This could be your mother or an older sister or something. All right. Why is she here? People might be talking about your mom, especially if your mom is going through like some kind of illness or sadness. They could be talking about that. They could be saying that your mom has some kind of sadness for some reason in her heart. Or maybe you lost your mother recently. If you did, I'm very sorry. Yeah, people are talking about that. I just heard Wheel of Time in my head. When I pulled out this wheel and I heard Wheel of Time, endings and beginnings for some of you. You just are starting your life, but for others of you, like you had to say goodbye to somebody that you love. All right, so that's not for everybody, but that's just for some of you. Yeah, teeth is for change. So things are changing. Some things are ending, but some new things and exciting things are beginning for you. And people are saying how overall you have a lot of peace in your life and a lot of serenity and a lot of positivity surrounding you. You're a very peaceful person. Like I said before, like you don't like to get involved in the drama, the chaos around you or anything like that. And if you have like negative people around you, you don't partake, you know, which is very wise. Very, very wise. All right. So thank you, Spirit, for that information. All right. What else, Spirit? I'm going to get into the Oracle of Shadows and Light. All right, so Spirit, what else are people saying about my pile number 2? Glamour, intrigue, and drama. They're saying that you look very glamorous, very, very, like you're dressing up almost like too good. You're looking a little too good for some people. Yeah. Time to be brave for some of you. They know you might be going through something tough, so it's time to be brave and time to be your true self. Some people may be saying that like you're finally able to be your true self. You found your true self and your true self is really beautiful. You've dealt with the past and any anger that you might have had or any negativity. Also, we've got the numbers 8 here, 20 and 14. Those could have been significant ages in your life, or this could be, you could be 20 years old. You know, you could even be 28. Or 22 years old. But yeah, you're very, very, very pretty. I'm just noticing in her hair, she's got like all of these little, it looks like a ship in her hair, like a sailboat or something. That is so funny. I wonder what that is in her hair. Anyway, you have an interesting sense of style because when you do get dressed up, you look very, very fancy and you get people talking about you for sure. And then we've got the Fairy of the Highlands. Yeah, it's time to be brave. So people are saying that you have been very brave because you've been through something, maybe that loss. If you lost somebody near and dear to you, you've been very brave. You've been very, very brave to get through it. Your sensuality is beautiful. We've got the sewer mermaid. People are talking about how you're very, very, your looks are very intriguing, especially as of late. And we've got Kali. I am Kali, from death to rebirth. We also have 25 here and 13. 13 could have been a very pivotal age for you in your life. Maybe something happened at that age. And we also have 25 here. Something pivotal could have happened to you at 25 years old. Or maybe that is your current age right now. But yeah, you are very beautiful and people are talking about that. You have almost this like magical look about you. That really, really captivates people and captivates their attention. And it really is such a unique beauty. You could have Pisces in your chart, Spirit just said, because you could look very much like a mermaid. Like if you're like a woman watching this, you could look like, you could have very like flowy hair and like a beautiful face and like almost look dreamy, kind of like a mermaid. All right, what else are people saying about my pile number 3, like behind their back? What is the gossip? People are saying you're too honest, okay? Rule breaker. You have big innocent eyes. So some people are saying that like when you speak your mind, but you're a little too honest for some people, and they can be like a little bit taken aback by how honest you are, and some people get offended by it. But you're just speaking your truth, which is good. Rule breaker. Some people are saying that you don't like rules. You follow rules, but you don't like rules. You might have like a little bit of a rebellious nature to you. Okay. And people are, talking about this, how I guess like you just kind of look like a little bit like a mix of naughty with nice. Like you're not a perfect person. You're not like a goody two shoe. You have kind of like a, you're like a girl next door. If you're a female watching this, you could be like the girl or guy next door, but yet you have an edginess about you, you know, that kind of like gets people's attention. You don't have like this complete purity about you. You kind of look like you have an edginess that people are talking about, okay? And you could have gotten recently like your first tattoo or something like that, and like people are saying you're such a rule breaker, or like you're such a rebel. This could be family members or friends that were shocked that you did this, because this is what Spirit is telling me. Or some kind of like new tattoo or new piercing that's like shocking for people. Maybe they're like, I didn't know that you were that type of person. Like you can almost like look sweet and innocent, but then you have this side to you where you can surprise people, and it's kind of, I'm thinking it's kind of funny. You have a youthful look about you no matter what your age. You look very young. So you could be very young at heart. And I just heard from Spirit that when you laugh, your eyes just dance, and you look happy when you laugh, and other people love your laugh, and people are talking about they're very like reactionary when they hear your laugh. Is like people can start laughing because it's very contagious. I love that. People assume you get your way a lot. They may assume that because you're very blessed in your life, and people might think that you just get your way. You know, you just bat your eyelashes and those big innocent eyes. You just bat your eyelashes and they just assume you just get whatever you want. And people are talking about this. People wonder what your secrets are. They think that you're a little bit secretive, that you might be hiding something. Like, what is your secret to success? Or what is your secret to a romantic relationship? Or how do you keep a man? Or how to keep a man interested in you? Or how to keep a woman interested in you? It's like, you seem to know the secret ingredients to a happy life, and you get people talking to people are gossiping about this, like, you know, they're gossiping, noticing that you're happy, and they're like, I wonder what his secrets are, or I wonder what her secrets are. But they wonder if you're hiding other secrets too, because they're like, well, especially if you just got this new tattoo, they're like, well, they have to have like a naughty side, or they have to have like a rebellious side. So what else are they hiding? You know, like some people might be accusing you of like, oh, you showed a little bit of your edgy side, so what else are you hiding? You know what I mean? Like, maybe you're like, look sweet and innocent, and you just got a tattoo or something that is visible and people can see it. And they're like, oh, wow. You know, like you really surprised some people, and they're like, what else are you hiding? This sounds like very parental. Okay. But it could just be people in general that are like suspicious, like, oh, what else is this person hiding? That's what I'm getting. That's not for everybody, but for those of you who did just recently like get a tattoo or something like that, or like did something else that was like bold with your look to make yourself look a little bit edgy, like I said, like a piercing or something like that. This took a lot of people by surprise, because they might have thought you were like too goody two shoes or too perfect to get some kind of tattoo or piercing like that, to like kind of like set you apart and makes you look a bit edgier. Oh my God, yeah, you have a dualistic nature. That's what I've been saying. Thank you, Spirit. Yeah, you have a dualistic nature. Like, people are talking about you, saying that you're one way and another. You're like a goody two-shoes and you're a rebel. You're both in one. And people are just discovering this about you. So they're talking about this. They're talking about you. They're gossiping about you, saying that you're like two people in one. People are thankful you exist. Aw, that's so sweet. People are thankful that you exist. They're talking about like what a difference you make in other people's lives, and what a difference you've made in their life. Like, this is positive. This is mainly a lot of positivity here. Then we've got like you are extremely mysterious. Like, you could have that kind of mysterious quality about you where people wonder about you, because they're like, okay, they have a dualistic nature, so what else are they hiding? Because you're secretive, and this makes you come across as very mysterious, you know? I'm getting heavy Scorpio vibes. You could have Scorpio in your chart. All right, what else, Spirit? Some people would say like you're fake. It's because they don't know you, and they're like, well, you have a dualistic nature, so does that mean, are you one way or are you the other? Like, they can't comprehend that maybe you're both. So they wonder if you were like faking being a goody two-shoe and you're actually a rebel, or if you're actually a rebel and you fake being a goody two-shoe. You know what I mean? Like, some people are talking and saying that you have fake energy about you. Some people are saying that you married for money, or like you're a gold digger, which I feel is not true, but this is just, I think this is jealous people that see you as, maybe you have, you know, built a wealth for yourself, or your partner has built a wealth for themselves and for your family, and you got just some really jealous people that are assuming that you're a gold digger, because when they say that about you, it makes them feel better about themselves. Then we've got, are you a natural blonde? Some people might be wondering, like, that blonde in your hair, is that natural or is it dyed? This could go for any color that you've put in your hair though recently. They might be just wondering about this. If you have just added some color to your hair, people might be talking about it, okay? Also, people might be wondering, like, have you had plastic surgery? Because your looks have, like, somehow drastically improved or something like that. And people might be wondering, like, did you get Botox, or, like, did you get a nose job? Because you might look very different than you did, like, 5 years ago. Maybe you got, like, LASIK eye surgery or something like that. People are wondering or talking about this, okay? Some people think you're better that you think that you're better than them because of all the blessings you have in your life. So like some people are talking about that, saying that you think you're better than them. This could be like jealous friends or jealous family members. Some people think you're pretentious, yeah, because they don't know, like, that's that fake energy coming through again. Like, they don't know, because they see you as, like, having a dualistic nature, like, being more than just one, having more than just one face. Like, you know, you can be more than one thing. Like, many people have many sides and facets, just like a diamond. You know, we have many facets to our personalities. But like some people see that as like, oh, you're being pretentious or you're being fake. You're not, you're like presenting yourself one way and you're actually this way. But that's just baloney. You can be everything you want to be and not have people like in your face about it or presuming shit about you. Yeah, so people assume you have it easy. I think we said that in the beginning too. Like people take one look at your life and they think that you have it easy and that it comes easy to you and that you get everything that you want. People think you're unbothered by like drama. Nothing phases you. They're talking about this, about how you're so unbothered. Also, I'm hearing like they think that you don't have time. Like there's some people that think you don't have the time to bother with talking to them. Some people think you have a sugar daddy. They're talking about this, or that you are a sugar daddy, or like something about a sugar daddy here. So that goes along with like the gold digger thing. Like somebody's talking about your money, which is none of their darn business, but they're talking about that you married for money or something like that, or you're gonna marry for money, or that you want to marry for money, and that you use people. So this sounds like some negative people around you that it sounded like this reading started out really positive and then a few negative things crept in here. But you know what, when people are talking about you, there's always going to be good and bad. You know what I mean? Yeah, so we got sugar mama too. So some people could say that you're a sugar mama. You're high maintenance. Some people might think that you're high maintenance, that you might go take care of yourself, spend a lot of money on yourself or something like that. And like you're a heartbreaker. And some people that aren't very wise would call you judgmental, but you're not. And some people would say that, yeah, you're a sugar baby. We got sugar baby here. So like you're somebody who goes after somebody for money. Interesting. Know that whatever people are saying, it doesn't mean it's necessarily true. It's just what people are saying about you. A lot of times when people talk smack about you, it's because they're jealous or they just don't understand you. But most of the time it's jealousy. All right, so now I'm going to get into the charm reading and I'm going to cast some charms. So Spirit, what else are people saying about my pile 3? Okay. People are talking about you saying that you're very, very feminine. Okay. You're very much operating from your feminine because this is the moon here. And the sun is about the masculine and the moon is about feminine energies. So people are saying that you're very feminine. That you, when you move, you walk with a lot of grace. You hold yourself with a lot of grace. Some people are talking about how you're very hopeful for the future, or that you or someone in your family or someone you know might have overcome or beat cancer. So people are talking about that. Yeah. Also, we got the butterfly saying that people are talking about you, about how much you've changed. You might have gotten a new car and people are talking about this, about your new vehicle, or about the current vehicle that you drive. Maybe it's really nice and people are jealous about the kind of vehicle you drive. They make assumptions about you because of it. People are saying though, like, a lot of people are saying that you're an angel. that you're very much kind and sweet and caring. Some people would say you're cold, though. We got a penguin, so it's like a mixed bag. Some people are jealous of you and they're saying that you're cold and prickly, and others are saying that, or like too good, you know, and others are saying that you're as sweet as an angel. Then we got the Vitruvian Man here, meaning that all things happen for a reason, and there's a perfect design to everything. So it's like people are saying, most people are saying that, you know, you have a great attitude, and you're very spiritual, and you know that everything works out for a reason, and you have an amazing attitude. So it's like, you know, take what you like and leave the rest, because with these types of readings, you know, it's just good information to know, but it, like I said before, like, it doesn't mean that it's true or anything. It's just what people are saying about you, and people like to talk. And what I really wanted to tell you, Pile 3, is that I think you're fantastic, and I appreciate you watching this video, and I hope that you got something out of it. Yeah, just don't worry what other people think of you, because you're beautiful the way you are, and just keep being you. And if you heard that little ding, that was like confirmation from the universe saying you're beautiful. And Pile 3, I love you very much. If you would like to subscribe to my channel, I would love to have you be part of my YouTube family. So hit that subscribe button and the notifications bell so you can be updated or notified. Yeah, that's the word. Notified as I upload new videos. And if you'd like a personal reading, be sure to check out my description box below for information on how you can get a personal reading with me. And also, if you would like to donate to my channel, it's never expected but always appreciated, and you can find all the information on how to do that in my description box below as well. My love to you all. Stay beautiful and blessed, and feel free to watch any of the other videos if you felt drawn to any of the other images or gemstones. And also, don't forget to check out RoseForever.com and use my coupon code MysticRose25 at the checkout and get $25 off from your purchase. Take advantage of that deal for sure for Mother's Day. Alrighty, much love to you all. Take care. Bye-bye.